NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 15. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
To throw, Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What is on?
Play action. Now Williams. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Williams. And
is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
To the air, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Luther Burden,
37 yards.
and the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Santos for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 77 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. These two teams all tied after 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Back in Chicago,
line.
ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
What is up?
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Mayfield and the troops staying out and going for it on 4th. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff running left, Irving.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. Evans has it left side.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, Mayfield. Well, he is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin
From 6 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Buccaneers 14, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Throwing is Williams.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He finds his target. It's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
180.
Mayfield now. Will try and do this himself.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
As the first half is winding down.
and the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Across midfield. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yes. Combo. Vegas.
Looking to throw. Williams. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 41, Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. A nice little juke. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
First down.
Point it right.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he stopped immediately there.
DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Pistol. 180!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Emeka Egbuka.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 28, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Moore, the man in motion.
On play action, here's Williams.
He's going to let it go again. And now here's another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Down the left sideline.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Long attempt.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, set. Watch out, watch out.
Now Williams throwing after the interception.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good.
Play action. Now Williams.
He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Ready to go.
To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Luther Burden.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
2nd and 10.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.